Hey y'all, what's up? What's up, guys? What's up, my beautiful peeps? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Gibson's 92, giving you guys the latest and exclusive content on your music, entertainment, news, and inspirational quotes for yours truly. I'm here, and better late than never. And I love this artist so much. Khalid released his Sincere album on August the 2nd. And mind you, I got a chance to listen to Sincere recently. I've been so busy over the summer and I forgot that he had put out this new album. And that's his third studio album. So it's called Sincere. So I got a chance to listen to it yesterday. And I will say this, as a Khalid fan, I really love Khalid as a musician, as an artist. There are 16 tracks off the Sincere album. And I will say this has shown Khalid at his growth, his artistry, his sonically of his sound, and more of that really, I would say, risk taker in his music. And when I was listening to Sincere actually puts me in like that place sonically of like that more R&B soul alternative pop album aesthetic. It's more like that 90s but 2000s, but it has a feel of that most like cohesiveness and his element. And I feel like Khalid definitely has stayed consistent with his sound, setting trends, all of that. So with that being said, let's get popping as always, shall we? So there are 16 tracks off the Sincere album. I'm going to run down that list like I always do. Talk about my favorite standout tracks, how I feel about Sincere, the overall project, the direction that Khalid has headed for, and that whole new, brand new nostalgia that he has. So, number one is Adore You. Number two is Everything We See. Number three is Altitude. Number four is All Good. Number five, Broken. Number six, Dose. Number seven, Please Don't Fall in Love with Me. Number eight, Breathe featuring Arlo Parks. Number 9, Ground. Number 10, Who's There to Pick Me Up. Number 11, Tainted. Number 12, Long Way Home. Number 13, Heat Stroke. Number 14, Sincere. Number 15, Owe to You. Number 16, Decline. The tracks that I love the most are Everything We See, Altitude, Broken, Please Don't Fall in Love with Me, Ground, and yeah, pretty much that's what I like. Those are my standout tracks. So with this album, Sincere, I feel like Sincere is one of like Khalid's vulnerable, personal, relatable, but in a way he's pretty much more vocal about like things where he's at in his life, his feelings, his experiences with all that stuff. What I love about the direction sonically is really like a new, I would say, revolutionary, like a new sound of like R&B pop, so alternative. Khalid has a very nice eclectic sound where it's like he's that versatile. As I was listening to those standout tracks, I said I got more of like that dark, gloomy kind of R&B soul, a little bit of trap, but it has like more of that melodic melody and that harmony and like that very futuristic sound of that bass line. I noticed that with his voice as a singer, he has a very unique voice where he can really sing on any track. It sounds very well. It flows very well. I love his voice. It's beautiful. And it's more of like that really as a singer. It's like he really takes like his own unique spin as a vocalist. I feel like when I was listening to Sincere album, I definitely love the fact that the records don't sound the same. They are pretty much each individual as each track individually. They have its own like flavor to it. And I actually, when I was listening to it, I said, "Wow, it's more mature. The sound, the beat, very. He has some really nice, hard, heavy, like up tempo songs. He got some really nice, like mid tempo songs. He has some dance songs. He has a like the sexy songs. He has a lot that like really eclectic vibe to it. But when I was listening to Sincere, I definitely found pretty much a lot of that really feel good of R&B soul music that has like storytelling. It has pretty much that kind of sound where it's like, especially with R&B soul music in the alternative realm. I noticed that it has like, especially with that sound, it just brings so much, like it's not boring. It's like it has that enigma, you know. And I mean, it just brings me back to how a lot of that sound and music has always set trends and has always pushed through. Now, futuristic, I feel like that sound in the futuristic, I feel like the sound of futuristic R&B alternative soul and pop, Khalid definitely made sure that he was going to take risks with this album. Um, there's different layers in the production. I like that. Even with Sincere, I get a lot of harmony, and I love the fact that the production have a lot of that, like that harmony, and you can even hear his vocals. He definitely has really grown maturely as a vocalist, and he can sing very well. I feel like his own eclectic sound brings a lot of that really originality, and he sets trends. And I noticed that even with songs like, a good example, I will say this, songs like Altitude and Please Don't Fall in Love with Me. And I definitely, with those songs, you can even hear like more like the R&B soul futuristic sound to it. Um, I would, I really would not skip Adore You. Adore You is a sound that's this a song that's the first track that hits right out the ballpark where Adore just brings more like that edginess of that R&B so eclectic to it. So he's more like, it's more edgier, it's more like, especially with a very nice layer to it. I was listening to Sincere. I said, you know what? Definitely, he really pushed the envelope with this album because that's how it's supposed to be. He's not like an artist that can't be put in a box. And as I was listening to Sincere, I said, you know what, Khalid, you definitely pretty much found your lane in music. You know, for like the you know, black male musicians, and that's what I like about how, especially with the way how, you know, it's very, I feel like it's Sincere. You know, he actually really pretty much stepped it up a whole new another level. You know, he really pushed through with that whole, you know, aesthetic of his artistry. I love his music, you know, and I really think that he really has grown and showed his musicianship as a well-rounded musician, you know, in R&B, soul, and pop. And he really brings a lot of that like uniqueness and that edginess, and really push the narrative and really find that very cool, beautiful like lane of like, it's like a lane where it's like, literally as I listened to his music throughout the years, a little bit at a time, I said, you know what, he definitely really like started to really get more that sound soulfulness in his music, but at the same time a mixture of combining the elements of genres and put it into his uniqueness and his artistry. So Khalid, bro, you really did amazing. I love the Sincere album, and recently he just released the deluxe version of Sincere, and I will do a review of that coming into the next video, because hey, it makes sense, obviously, you know. So of course I'm gonna give y'all these music reviews left and right, you know. So Khalid, he did a great job with the Sincere album. This Sincere album, that August 2nd one right here, there are no collaborations from this album, from this project. It's just all full of Khalid. And you know, it sounds very good, very well put together. I love it. So that being said, I'm gonna give the Sincere album a 5 out of 5. I love the art cover. It's cool, it's sleek, it's like, give me like classic R&B soul pop vibe to it, and I love it. So with that being said, Khalid fans, share your thoughts and your opinions. Stay tuned on the next episode of Get Since 92. Like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button as always. Stay tuned to the next episode of Get Since 92. Love y'all.